All right, I was kind of hoping to do the 10th anniversary of Pixels when we talk about it, and just to say that Pixels was not a bad movie, but here we are instead of that, talking about, of course, Pokemon and Palworld. Yeah, it's kind of messed up listening to this duo, the couple over there, I guess, or maybe their brother or sister. I don't freaking know. They're just freaking VTubers over there. And they were like, oh, well, Pokemon totally suck. And Pale World, oh, Nintendo Pokemon wish they were Pal World. And it's like, and he's like, oh, well, I forgot which game she said was total dumb. But she was like, yeah, the Pokemon game is. And it's like, and you're like, if you don't see that, you need glasses. And it's like, or maybe I'm not asking for much. Maybe you're asking for too much. Maybe you guys are the problem here because we're getting lots and lots of freaking games that are way over budget, and they're asking for 60, 70, $80. It's like if y'all guys will lower your expectation, perhaps don't want to have the actual graphics. At least the graphics are good, but not high end graphics. I think the world will be so much better. But here we are with this, and it's like, yeah, you guys are kind of the problem, I believe. Kind of the problem. At least the good news is that people are saying Nintendo and not Game Freak. Pretty sure Game Freak kind of don't care. It's like, yeah, it's like Game Freak kind of don't care. Besides, they would like to do games more than Pokemon. You know? They would like to do games more than Pokemon. And I apologize that I didn't get to buy Little Town Hero, I believe. Sorry I couldn't, you know. But as for another one, there is one I still will try to buy. And it's just gonna take like a moment to buy that. Because I did like Pocket Jockey, so I would love to at least, support them more to just Pokemon. And they're actually doing another game for another system too, believe it or not. So I guess basically Pokemon is in a rut because Nintendo put them in a rut. But either way, I still love Pokemon no matter what. Because Pokemon has the simple thing of A to B, starting a journey, having a couple of friends, evolving friends, going against lots of gym badges, gyms, going against Elite Four. Of course, the story. Get the legendary. That's basically easy. It's simple. The only messed up part is that with Sword and Shield that you become like, oh, this is not good. Is that Sword and Shield was lacking. It's like at least when it comes straight down to it, you still had Mewtwo from the original. The original one is like, okay, you have the legendary birds you can capture. I think for Sword and Shield, they had no legendaries at all. It's like, yes, I know DLC, but beforehand, just the pure game. All you had was the two dogs or one of the dogs and that freak show dragon. That's it. That's all you get. And I'm like, yeah, you guys should have had some hidden legendaries around, and you need to have the final legendary or, the third legendary that's like, oh, snap, there's a third dog that they don't know about. But instead, it turned into there's nothing to do in the basic game. They basically took everything and went to the DLC. And this is before saying, you guys, listen, you guys wanted Pokemon on the Switch, and this is what we get. Thanks a lot, idiots. I would have liked it to still be on the 3DS until they were ready. Just saying. But yeah, it's kind of messed up on that case. But even so, at least they redemption with the DLC, I guess. Yes, like the DLC gave so much, given technically, it's one. Yeah, we got Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon that also did the same thing. Gave us too many legendaries. Yeah, and it's kind of funny listening to the people who are like, "Oh, well, we did the competition, and the thing is that they all should be on the same game. We should get all the Pokemon on the same game." I'm like, this is not good. This is the reason why I don't like it at all. If you want certain Pokemon, you're gonna have to work for it. That's how it works. Hold on, let me do something. There you go. It's like if you want certain Pokemon, you're gonna have to work for it, okay? So you're like, oh, but we had to go to Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire to get this one Pokemon, and then we had to go to Sword and Shield for another one. It's like, yeah, maybe you should actually do other rules besides that. Is no Pokemon from other games. It's like, yes, it's only the ones that are in this generation only. And or could it be the honor rule where it's like, hey, dudes, listen, I know you like those Pokemon from way back when, but you can't use those. Be cool. Be cool. It's like, pretty sure they won't be cool. They will continue doing that because that's how it goes. They want to win, and for them to win, they will try any means necessary to win. So in the end, it's like it's not even the games or say Game Freak or Nintendo. It's the fact of where it's like the freaking competitors are finding Pokemon that'll suit them, their needs, and they will go anywhere for them. Even maybe even Fire Red and Leaf Green. You know, they'll go anywhere to get those Pokemon. So the real ones who actually have to talk to is the competitors themselves and be like, hey, let's just have an honor code system here. Don't use any Pokemon that you actually had to go a bunch of games to get. I doubt you will get a response of what you like. I doubt it. But at least the good news is that you tried, right? You tried. Mm. Now, as for Palworld and everything, so let's just get that back on. So Nintendo's doing a lawsuit with Palworld, and it turns out that they have a new game that's out on the Nintendo Switch. And let me just see what it is. Is it called Pal Land? Yep, Pal Land, and it's $10. Pal Land and it's $10. They did 2 weeks ago. Oh, okay. So that means that this was in the indie. Yeah, the indie one. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, but to me, looking at it, I'm like, eh. That's all I can say is, eh. Oh, they do have guns though. It's like, yep, they do have guns. But to me, I'm like, mm. And then of course someone's gonna be like, oh well, you had to have liked Power World better than Pokemon, right? It's like, given Pokemon is placed to where they should be. It's in place where I'm like, I'm cool with it. To have building dynamics and stuff in Pokemon, it's like it's now too far-fetched for it. And besides, Power World should be sued by someone else. They should be sued by someone else entirely, which is, of course, and I don't have it on here, Monster Rancher. Because Monster Rancher is getting frigged over times 10. Our World should be Monster Rancher. Monster Rancher should be back and better than ever. And it's like, sup, guys? Hey, hey, Digimon, what's up? You see what you've been doing with Sleuth? Cyber Sleuth was not bad. But here we are back in popular demand. We haven't released a freaking game since 2016, or no, I think it's like 2010. So, but we back and better than ever, baby. Yeah, we God's on it because we did exactly what the freaking anime showed that we do. We're a faraway land, a world where monsters rule, Monster Rancher. You can build things, you can get monsters, you can find discs and get more monsters. That's what we do. We're the ones that did that. So in the end, it's like, yeah, I get it that Power World can't get sued by, I think, Tecmo or whoever. Namco. It's like, yeah, they can't get sued because they don't have the discs. They only use spears and they're walking around and stuff. But I'm pretty sure even in anime, it wasn't discs. It's like, yeah, because it's like you befriend you befriend the monsters too. So it's not like you have to always use a disc. You can actually befriend them by just talking to them and, you know, It's like that would be a cool concept versus you having to throw a pal spear. It would be kind of cool trying to get their friendship and like, hey, what's up, man? And it's like it's kind of a finicky role to start with, and you can build your own clubhouse and stuff. I would say that Monster Rancher should be the cool thing of where it's like they'll allow you to follow the anime as well. You do side quests to help Muchi and everyone else. That'll be cool, don't you think? That'll be cool. I just dislike the whole thing about the evil moon. And you have to find the Phoenix disc. And it turns out the Phoenix disc is all of them working together this whole entire time. I was like, oh my gosh, no. So the game could actually do something to change what the anime was. So instead of that, the disc could have been found by you and you released it and they believed that was the friendship. But it turns out that your main character was the one that released the Phoenix. So it will be a beautiful redcon and it will help so much versus this crap ended Monster Rancher. But yeah, it would be cool to have Monster Rancher be Palworld. Palworld should never exist. It should be Monster Rancher that is right here. Because Monster Rancher existed long before you. It's like, yeah, but what about guns? It's like, sure, why not? Allow Monster Rancher to have guns. I think Monster Rancher had in the anime might have had guns too. So it's like, we good here. There were bad humans in Monster Rancher as well. So it's basically not a far-fetched thing to say that our world, no. Monster Rancher, yes. Mm. So it's like, would you choose Palworld versus Monster for Pokemon? I'm like, it was fun. I would visit it once or twice if I could, but here's the kicker about Palworld. I actually helped a couple out to do a stunt in their wedding. They gave me a 50 gift card for Xbox. So I used it and I decided to span it out for 5 months by picking a $10 deal. Beforehand, Power World was beta and you were able to play it no matter what you have. I didn't have Ultimate. I didn't need Ultimate. They allowed me to play it. Now, when I use the 5, they say, no, you don't get to access it at all. No. And it's like, you see what I don't like about you? You just took it away out of no reason at all. And not to mention, there was it's like maybe I'll actually have the videos put on here. 'Cause it's like, yeah, the live streams will turn into videos and you guys will get to see it for yourselves. But there was like a few times where I dipped and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. I'm out of the map. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck out of the map. Help me. And it's like, thank goodness I had a flying owl. Because if not, I would have forever be stuck in there. And I'm like, I don't know how to get out. I'm screwed. I will fall out of the map. So the building aspect, that was fun. Having them work and stuff and make it a community, that's fun. Sucks I couldn't actually make them do two. It's like, yeah, because I wanted two bases, and it's like, yeah, it's make it two bases. I would love to make mini bases, but uh, now the only ultimatum I have is very simple, which I can easily do a small screen even though I would love to see it on TV, but I would do a small screen, is that you need to allow Palworld to have a physical copy on the new PlayStation Portable, whatever they're going to name it. Because it makes more sense for you to do that versus what we're dealing with right now. I've been waiting for you to go to 15 bucks or 10 bucks and well, you didn't. The newest thing that is called Palland is 10 bucks. So, what's up? It's like, that's all I can say is, what's up? And also make sure that it links. It's like, yeah, because I have like two files. I would love them both to link up. Like the 30 bucks and it's digital, and I could easily lose it because you already got rid of my access of doing it. So who's to say that you won't do it again? And don't say that, oh, Nintendo win, we gotta really get rid of this game. It's like, The game would have lived on if you did physical copies. Seriously. Think about if Monster Rancher only did digital copies. They would be gone. They would be extremely long gone and dead. You can only just see it online and see like footage and stuff versus, oh, if you have a PlayStation 2, you can play the last entry that ever existed. Mm, but dude, I don't think you should actually be like, oh well, we will move over to Power World. Pokemon go to Power World. Pokemon fans go to Power World. It's like it's not the same feel. It's different, but it's not the same feel. It's a different feel. And it fills a different need that Monster Rancher should have actually filled in. Sorry to be a jerk, but more than anything, I want to have Monster Rancher. I wanted to go to the faraway land, the world where monsters rule, Monster Rancher. That's what I wanted. This is okay and all, but in the end, I'm like, it should have been you, Monster Rancher. This should have been you. This should have been you 110%. This should have been you. And I don't care if they have to actually modify it and change it to be like, well, the Emo move's gone, so this is a place, faraway land with world where monsters rule. Moo is nowhere to be found, or Moo might be trying to uprise again. And well, now they have gyms, and it's like, I don't care because at least the good news is that we're now in a faraway land, the world where monsters rule, Monster Rancher. But instead, we get this. It's not bad, but I wish Monster Rancher returns. They were the third place winner. Digimon took a long while to come back, and he finally did. And they're coming back one more time. They're trying to make sure that they stay, even though it's kind of hard for them to be around because their show doesn't, no one wants to bring their show to America like that. No one wants to make sure it's on TV. I didn't know that the 2020 version of Digimon Adventures actually did get a dub. It's just that no one put it on TV. What the heck? What the serious heck is that? So, will you actually abandon Pokemon for Power World? It's like, no, because Power World is a different feel. Power World will be a guilty pleasure where I just play for like 1 hour, 2 hours, while Pokemon I'll play for so many times. And Power World is kind of hard to work with because it's like, think about it. I think I only get to have 3 files, while Pokemon, however, I can have at least, well, considering I'm a hoarder, one, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish. 12, 13. 13 times 4, 64. I think you might even have 8. Add 4 more to that. Add 4 more to it. So that means that I would actually be able to get to play Pokemon 300 plus times with so many saves. While you guys is like, it's hard. It's gonna only be like 2 saves, 3 saves. That's all I get. 3 saves, man. Just 3 saves. At least with Resident Evil, I get to have 20. I can 20 save 20 times. I get to only save maybe 3. So I'm sorry, but Pal World is not really that awesome because then I have to erase and do it all over again. And it's like, I don't want to do that. I would like to actually keep the one I have and just keep starting over and just see how differently I can do, you know? So that girl over there, it's like, oh, I play Power World more than Pokemon. It's like, good for you, but nothing can replace Pokemon. Anyways, that's all I wanted to